Hello, we are excited to present to you the new marketing plan that our team has developed. Our team consists of Brittany, Michael, Robert, and myself, Omar. The following presentation has been divided into the following sections: external analysis, opportunity analysis, segmentation strategy, recommendations, controls, and metrics. First, Brittany will start with the external analysis.
Thank you, Omar. And now we are going to go into the pest analysis, which is the environmental analysis for Mimi's Cafe. While there's a lot of different environmental factors that could potentially harm Mimi's, there's really only 3 that we found that are very important to the situation that they're in currently. One of those is that there's a very high competition level within the restaurant industry. Because of all the different restaurants available to customers, as well as fast food and the option of always cooking at home, there is a really high need for Mimi's to differentiate itself from all of its competitors so that customers do know what the brand offers over all the other competition in the market. Another environmental factor found was that the customer base is actually diminishing. Most of Mimi's customers is the baby boomer generation, and due to different reasons, that customer base is, their buying power is starting to decline, so that is something that Mimi's will have to deal with. And then finally, currently right now we do have an era or an emphasis on technology. And in order for Mimi's to be able to compete in the future, they will have to learn how to capitalize on that. And next we're going to go into the 4 C's analysis with Michael.
Okay, thank you, Brittany. We're going to continue with the external analysis, more specifically, a 4C analysis with respect to company, context, competitors, and customers. Mimi's Cafe operates in the restaurant service industry. This particular service industry is very competitive and relies heavily on creating a dynamic customer service experience. Unfortunately, Mimi's Cafe holds a very low share of the market in this industry because it is lacking a strong competitive advantage. It is Mimi's goal to gain back that competitive advantage by providing a unique French experience with suitable hospitality at an affordable price. In order to do so, Mimi's Cafe needs to create a distinct experience. In this industry, there happens to be a big macro environmental factor that deeply impacts Mimi's as a restaurant. The casual dining restaurant segment is facing great economic challenges. Challenges began to arise as many new alternatives such as fast casuals, such as Chipotle, and more relaxed fine dining restaurants such as Olive Garden entered the marketplace. The quick stop restaurants, again such as Chipotle, are creating a distinct experience which is vital to attracting on-the-go consumers and regaining business. These quick stop shops are attracting a younger demographic and retaining them for growth while Mimi's is steadily losing their customer base. While young families and hip individuals look for couponing and discounts, these fast, casual restaurants are currently prevalent. As America is becoming more and more of a fast-paced, on-the-go nation, these restaurants are likely to increase over the next couple of years. The recession, along with technology, has shifted the lifestyles of consumers with more thrifty and casual behavior. Restaurants will have to adapt or face losing customers, which is not an option for Mimi's at the time. Competitors outspend Mimi's in order to remain relevant, and that is the biggest problem that we're going to run into as we go into competitors in advertising. Mimi's Cafe has many direct as well as indirect competitors. Mimi's direct competitors are family-oriented sit-in diners, and Mimi's indirect competitors are fast casual diners. Mimi's Cafe direct competitors consist of Panera Bread, Olive Garden, Chili's, Applebee's, and TGI Fridays. Unlike Mimi's Cafe, these restaurants all spend a considerable amount of money on advertising whereas Mimi's budget is minuscule. We will notice how small Mimi's budget is as we dive into their target market segment. Mimi spends little money trying to attract females ranging from the ages of 35 to 45. They target this market segment because females are the ones who mainly decide where families are eating, so they figured they would be able to bring their family there and still exist in the marketplace, which is not the case, unfortunately, for Mimi's. Now we're going to move into our SWOT analysis.
Thank you, Michael. Now we will take a look at Mimi's SWOT analysis. A SWOT analysis offers the different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that a company has within its industry. Mimi's main strength that was identified was its differentiated menu compared to its direct competitors. This is important because it gives them a competitive advantage because they are offering new items that are not found on normal menus. Some of their other strengths include a strong reputation among their customers as well as a more affluent customer base. They also have over 150 stores across America, as well as a new company that is willing to invest financially, as well as rebrand and rebuild the company. We were also able to identify one of the main weaknesses that Mimi's has as negative perceptions from younger clientele. This is likely to do with the older demographics that tend to frequent Mimi's. Another weakness that we found with Mimi's is that its main customer base is growing a lot older. This becomes a problem as this group dwindles down and becomes financially unable to support the dining out lifestyle. Unfortunately, as the company has faced a lot of generic competition within the industry, there has also been a lot of structural change over the last 5 years. This includes management as well as high employee turnover. All of these factors are possible reasons for why the company has not made a profit in over the last 3 years. On a happier note, the new acquisition of Mimi's allows for plenty of new opportunities. One of the main ones is the chance for a new brand. This will open up the company to new customers, as well as bring in financial stability and new ideas for the company. It was also identified that there are not a lot of casual French restaurants in the area. One final opportunity in the industry is the fact that there will always be an able workforce. There are also several threats present in the industry. One of these is the constant change that shows throughout it. A change that most stands out is the increase in food costs. There are seasonal increases as well as general price increases. All of these can hurt the company's bottom line. There are also possible increases in minimum wage. This can severely hurt an industry that is heavily dependent on paying employees minimum wage. This also applies for the new changes with Obamacare. Another threat that the industry faces is the illegal immigration reform. The problem that this creates is present because the restaurant industry overall relies on this kind of support for different positions.
In addition to the SWOT analysis, we also want to conduct a product market growth matrix analysis within the opportunity analysis itself, just to get a clear understanding of what Mimi's next steps should be. So through this matrix, we did find that market development would be Mimi's most beneficial plan for the future. We chose this because there are some restraints within the restaurant industry itself that prevents Mimi's or other restaurants from developing a new product, since their basic service would remain the same. So with that in mind, there are two options: market penetration and market development. And due to the fact that Mimi's customer base currently is diminishing, we opted to go with market development, which would market the same service but to a new market. So with this new market, Mimi's will be able to find sustainability for the future, which is what they need to get them out of their slump right now. And next we're going to go into the segmentation strategy analysis with Omar.
In the 4Ps analysis, we identified Mimi's offering a substitute for cooking your own food. Customers, for the most part, cook their own food because it's cheaper. However, sometimes customers want a break from cooking and dine out instead. Mimi's differentiates by providing a French-inspired neighborhood bistro where guests can come enjoy a taste of France. Mimi's colorful French cottage-themed buildings offer guests a place to enjoy the charm, flavors, and simple joys of a cozy neighborhood bistro where the conversation and wine flow easily at their pace. Mimi's offers customers a unique dining experience by serving a variety of high-quality, reasonably priced breakfast, lunch, and dinner items in a family-friendly settings. Mimi's currently operates 145 restaurants in 24 states, all privately owned. The locations are usually in high-traffic areas that include nearby retail locations. Mimi's offers meals that average a price between $10 and $12. The price levels are middle range, not fast food prices nor luxury dining prices. Mimi spent $5.2 million in 2012 for advertising, and most of the budget was spent on television, radio, print, and outdoor advertising. The target market includes females and younger age demographic focusing on bar sales. Historically, the customers have been older, and there is a shift in rebuilding brand by remodeling and enhancing decor. Next, Robert will present the recommendations.
Thank you, Omar. Based on the analyses that we conducted for Mimi's, it was concluded that Mimi should focus on its French roots. Doing so will highlight their competitive advantage of offering an experience that is not common with other casual restaurants. This plan will be called Differentiation through French Inspiration. It is important that the new menu reflects French culture, offering items that are exclusive to Mimi's. This new approach should focus on modern French culture, making the guests feel like they're vacationing in the south of France. It will also fit well with the new family-friendly branding that Michael is about to explain.
After researching and analyzing the data, we have came up with 2 recommendations that will help Mimi's regain their place in the market. Robert already went into detail about getting back to their French roots. I'm going to recommend that the restaurant should become more family-friendly. In order to do so, the first step should be targeting millennial mothers. Mimi's Cafe should take an approach to target millennial mothers between the ages of 25 to 45. I stated earlier in the presentation, women make the majority of decisions on where families will eat. Targeting millennial mothers will open an entirely new customer segment because they can bring their families and create brand advocates. With the new French identity, millennial mothers can find themselves and their families dining in a comfortable and enjoyable atmosphere. Mimi's Cafe will not only bring families together, they will provide a helping hand to mothers at mealtime. In order to attract these millennial mothers, Mimi's Cafe should add a healthy kids menu. This would make the decision for mothers who are considering bringing their families to Mimi's a lot easier because it would ensure mothers won't feel guilty about bringing their kids to a restaurant. In a diet-conscious age, having a healthy kids menu with a wide selection is an influence factor to 60% of those with kids. In order to enhance the visibility of Mimi's Cafe, we suggest implementing several promotions. One of the biggest promotions should be the Mother's Day brunch, in which children can design frames to give to their mothers while at the restaurant. Along with this big promotion, like the Mother's Day brunch, we also recommend Mimi's Cafe should enhance its couponing and limited time offers as well. In March 2013, Mintel released a report called American Families and Dining Out, which suggests that 79% of respondents agree that coupons and special pricing deals attract them to certain restaurants. So with these implementations of the recommendations, we believe that this can help push Mimi's back to where they belong in the marketplace.
Since every good plan always needs some sort of metric to go along with it, we do have two different types of controls and metrics that we would utilize within this marketing plan. The first segment of that is going to be our leading indicators. We do have 3 leading indicators: test markets, surveys, and a net promoter score. All of these are going to help us determine if our path is what the customers are looking for and if it's what will be sustainable. For test markets, we would like to set up our new store atmosphere, our new store environment in a few select locations so that we can understand if the dynamic that we've created is something that customers are looking for and are wanting and are responding to well. So within those test markets, we would also employ surveys. And through these surveys, one of the main things we would look for is the Net Promoter Score, just to see if people are responding positively to the changes that we are making. Now, even after the test markets are over and we have implemented the strategy throughout the United States, we will still use the surveys and the Net Promoter Score to continue to find out if customers are actually liking the changes that have been made. And then in addition to that, we will have lagging indicators as well. And of course, these will be our sales and profit margin. Right now, since sales have been in decline for the last 3 years, this will be really important for us in order to exist into the future. We do need to increase our sales and our profit margin. So these are 2 main areas that we would like to see growth in the near future. And with that, our presentation is over.
Thank you, Brittany. In summary, we would like to highlight our presentation. First, our analysis identified the importance of differentiating due to high competition, economic challenges, limited marketing budget, and a diminishing customer base. Second, as a result of our analysis, it led us to our recommendation of focusing on differentiating by providing a unique experience, French-inspired menu, and continue to target women as our focus on market development, which will result in women bringing their families. Finally, implementing controls and metrics using leading and lagging indicators to monitor progress of our marketing plan. Thank you.